In the grand theater of global geopolitics, a new act is unfolding. The world is quietly recalibrating power and influence, promising to redefine the 21st century. At the center is Japan, long tied to Western alliances, now cautiously encouraging the growth of the BRICS Plus group, a coalition of emerging nations. This isn't just a reaction to economic pressures, it's a recognition that the old world order is giving way to a multipolar reality. Trade tensions and protectionist policies, especially those from the Trump era, have exposed vulnerabilities in over-reliance on single partners. Japan, a key architect and beneficiary of the post-war liberal order, now faces uncertainty and must adapt. Its engagement with BRICS Plus is a story of navigating new waters, balancing old alliances with new opportunities. This pivot signals a move toward a world of multiple power centers, not just one set of rules. The decisions made in Tokyo today will shape global trade and alliances for years to come. As the economic map is redrawn, Japan's strategic dance with BRICS Plus is a narrative of foresight and adaptation. BRICS began as a catchy economic acronym in 2001, highlighting the growth potential of Brazil, Russia, India, and China. The countries saw an opportunity to amplify their collective voice and challenge Western-dominated systems. By 2009, BRICS had become a political force, and with South Africa's addition in 2010, it became BRICS. The bloc's goal: a more equitable, multipolar world order and reform of global institutions like the IMF and World Bank. Japan, as a G7 member, initially viewed BRICS with caution, seeing it as a counterweight to the established order. The creation of the new development bank in 2015 further challenged Western-led financial institutions. The 2024 expansion to BRICS Plus, adding Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, massively increased its global weight. For Japan, BRICS Plus is both a challenge and an opportunity, now encompassing major energy suppliers and diverse economies. While some members are adversarial to the West, others share common interests with Japan. This diversity makes BRICS Plus complex, but also opens doors for engagement. As the global landscape shifts, Tokyo recognizes that engagement, not isolation, is now a strategic necessity. The global trading system was upended by America First policies and sweeping tariffs, especially targeting China. For export-driven Japan, this created deep uncertainty and disrupted supply chains. The weakened World Trade Organization left nations to navigate a more chaotic environment. Japan's reliance on the US market and security umbrella became a double-edged sword, highlighting the need for diversification. In response, Japan salvaged the Trans-Pacific Partnership, leading to the CPTPP and reaffirming its commitment to multilateral trade. This leadership enhanced Japan's diplomatic standing, especially in Southeast Asia. The lesson: if the Western-led order is less reliable, Japan must build ties with other global players. Supporting BRICS Plus stability is a way to create a more balanced economic system. It's not about abandoning old allies, but building new pillars of support. By engaging with BRICS Plus, Japan hedges against future shocks and secures new markets. This ensures long-term economic security in a world fraught with tension. Japan's proactive strategy is about resilience and adaptability. Japan's foreign policy now centers on dual engagement, reinforcing Western alliances while building ties with BRICS Plus. The aim is to avoid a binary choice between the US-led camp and the China-led alternative. Japan positions itself as a bridge builder in a multipolar world. Security ties with the US and partners like Australia continue, but Japan is also deepening relations with India and Brazil. These partnerships give Japan influence within BRICS Plus and help shape its direction. The expanded bloc now represents over 30% of global GDP and 45% of the world's population. For Japan, ignoring such a market isn't an option. Engaging with BRICS Plus diversifies supply chains and strengthens economic resilience. The inclusion of major energy producers in BRICS Plus adds urgency for resource-dependent Japan. Policy documents now emphasize building multi-layered partnerships, moving beyond rigid blocks. Japan's dual engagement is a forward-looking strategy for a complex new world order. Japan's recent diplomacy highlights its commitment to broadening partnerships beyond traditional allies. Deepening ties with Italy on supply chain security shows proactive risk management. Simultaneously, Japan is intensifying outreach to ASEAN. where several members are considering BRICS plus partnerships. Decades of investment have made Japan ASEAN's most trusted major partner. By supporting ASEAN's ambitions, Japan positions itself as a stabilizing force and a third way for nations wary of US-China rivalry. Japanese investment is flowing into BRICS plus countries, focusing on infrastructure, renewable energy, and smart cities. The new development bank, once a rival, is now seen as a potential partner for the Asian Development Bank. Japan's strategy is about patient, meticulous relationship building, not grand announcements. This network of ties gives Japan strategic flexibility and influence in both G7 and BRICS Plus forums. It ensures Japan's voice is heard across the emerging corridors of global power. Japan's engagement with BRICS Plus is reshaping the Indo-Pacific's political landscape. By building partnerships with non-Western powers, Japan asserts its autonomy and acts as a credible mediator. Economically, diversifying supply chains with BRICS Plus nations reduces vulnerability and opens new markets. The G7 now faces a more assertive counterpart in BRICS Plus, and Japan's unique position allows it to bridge the two. This role could help prevent the world from fracturing into hostile blocs, a risk for trading nations like Japan. Japan's strategy encourages cooperative competition, not zero-sum rivalry. Other US allies, like South Korea and Australia, are watching Japan's moves closely. Tokyo's approach may become a blueprint for other middle powers seeking flexibility. The pivot is not just about Japan's interests, it's shaping strategic calculations across the Indo-Pacific. Japan is helping to build a more distributed, multipolar regional order. Geopolitical shifts have real consequences for Japanese society. Economic strains are visible, with record bankruptcies in sectors like restaurants, driven by both global pressures and changing social habits. The biopharma industry faces layoffs and closures, threatening high-skilled jobs and future competitiveness. These anxieties shape the backdrop for Japan's foreign policy. Yet, there's a surprising optimism among younger generations, with many expressing hope for political renewal. This optimism may give the government the mandate for bold foreign policy moves, like engaging with BRICS+. The challenge is managing short-term pain while communicating long-term benefits. Japan's pivot is about creating new opportunities and securing prosperity. Success will be measured not just in trade, but in social cohesion and hope. The real test is whether Japan can maintain stability for its citizens amid global change. Dr. Jagannath Panda, an expert on Indo-Pacific affairs, sees the rise of BRICS+ as a fundamental shift in global relations. The Global South is moving from rule-takers to rule-makers, building parallel structures like the new development bank. Dr. Panda warns against viewing BRICS+ as a monolithic adversary. Engagement is the smarter path. Japan, with its unique history and reputation, is well placed to bridge the gap between the West and the Global South. Its dual engagement strategy is the right approach for this era. By maintaining US ties and building partnerships with BRICS+ members, Japan can foster cooperation and reduce conflict. Japan's leadership in reviving the CPTPP shows its ability to lead multilateral initiatives. This gives Japan credibility to champion a rules-based order beyond the G7. Dr. Panda sees Japan shaping the future of global governance by integrating new powers peacefully. Proactive engagement, not isolation, is the blueprint for middle powers. Japan's bridge building is vital for global stability and its own national interest. Japan's dance with BRICS+ is more than diplomacy. It's a lesson in adaptation for a changing world. The shift to a multipolar order means old certainties are fading. Japan's dual engagement shows that diversification and flexibility are keys to resilience. The stability of the global economy affects everyone, as trade wars and tariffs have shown. Japan's bridge-building efforts aim to safeguard the global economic engine. The rise of BRICS+ signals a more inclusive, multipolar world. Japan's pragmatic engagement recognizes this new reality. A broader global conversation is more likely to yield sustainable solutions to shared challenges. Japan's pivot is a call to embrace complexity and engagement over isolation. By watching Japan's journey, we gain insight into the path ahead for all of us.